Good evening, everybody. This is Cinnamon Noir.
And this is the Ramen Shaman.
Welcome to Survey Program, which is, of course, what Toby Fox called Deltarune when people originally downloaded it. That is, I think, still, for people who downloaded it, that's what it says on your desktop. It calls it Survey Program. So this is basically the sequel to Undertale, as I think I hardly need to tell anybody. This is famous all over the internet. It's the guy who did Undertale. As the first chapter in the sequel to Undertale, that Toby Fox has warned us he may never actually be able to finish.
Well, at least he's told us beforehand.
So, I've gone through the character creation screen. Now, Greg, do you remember Icarus Proudbottom?
Vaguely, yes.
Do you remember what happened when we created a character in that game? Well, it happens in this game, too.
Oh.
Doesn't make a damn bit of difference. So, first big tweak of the player's nose. Your character that you just created gets thrown away. Because as Toby Fox says, you can't choose who you're born. Great reason to waste someone's time, Toby Fox. And a nice family hug.
I like that the kid just stands there.
Yeah, he seems like he's a little autistic, to be honest. Speaking of autistic people, it's my least favorite character from Undertale. I'm so glad to see her again. So this time, instead of being a completely ineffectual scientist, Alphys is a completely ineffectual teacher. And yet, she is completely ineffectual. She, cannot control this class at all. So in this game, Temmie from the last game is a student, and she has a weird egg on her desk. And this guy, I don't remember if he was in Undertale, but he's a jackass. Oh, and speaking of...
Mo from Calvin and Hobbes?
A little taller than Mo. No, this is Susie. She's basically the class bully. Weirdly enough, I found out after the fact she's supposed to be some kind of snake. But I could have sworn when I was playing through this that she was a horse. That's what she looked like to me. Maybe it's the fact that she has, muscular arms, which makes me think of horse limbs, not snakes who have no limbs. But of course, if she's a snake person, she'd have to have arms, because you can't really have an RPG where characters don't have arms, because then you couldn't equip them with anything.
I mean, there's a snake in the lower left.
Oh, yeah, I didn't notice that.
Looks like an actual snake.
And before... Oh, for a minute I thought that was a cigarette. But no, she just ate the chalk. Ah, hiya. Nice hallway, isn't it? Well, technically Chris didn't see anything, because she was facing away from him. Yeah, that's true. If you're gonna get thrown out of school, you might as well kill someone. That's just logic. I don't know, I'm rather attached to my face, Susie. Threats of murder. What a nice-looking hall closet. What a nice-looking nothing. Yeah, anyway, this is weird. I really like Susie's, mildly put-off face here. So you can see her eye through her emo fringe. Yeah, why don't you go in, Susie? You go in first. I'll be right behind you. No, she won't accept that, so you both have to go in. So yeah, you can't really find anything on the wall. You would think the light switch would be right by the door. That's what I was thinking, but no, there's nothing. Why would anyone put a light switch at the far end of a room? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. No, by this point, I mean, anyone who's read Narnia probably knows what this is. So Narnia must not exist in this universe. This is an interdimensional closet. So yeah, Susie comes up with a good idea, which is that we should get out of here. Nope. Not happening. Oh. It's a bit unusual. Oh, yeah, it is kind of like that. Oh, this is a great little image right here. Oh, look. A pile of guff of some kind. That also kind of looks like a face, and I think that's deliberate. This is the most face-looking of all of them.
That's definitely intentional.
Now, I was hoping this would go the full horror route and let you, like, try to reach in there and see if there was something inside, but apparently you can't do that. We also have a key item, which is our cell phone. So I figured, hey, easiest way to get back, let's call Mom. But apparently we're still on dial-up, so you know. We get a crappy signal in here.
Yeah, that's... What is that?
I think it's just supposed to be scary. I love that. A wooden practice blade with a carbon-reinforced core. Because that's real important. Left. I also discover you can break open these mounds, so of course, the right thing to do at this point is just destroy all of them. Nothing bad will happen. We did this before in Undertale, I believe, and found a dog. But no, here we find Susie. Whew. We gotta get out of here! Yeah, this isn't a very fun theme park. Although Susie mentions, you know, if it is a theme park, maybe people left because there's no rides. It's like that idea about the picture of the cow eating grass. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
It's just a blank picture, and you show and you say, it's a cow eating grass. And someone says, where's the grass? And you say, well, the cow ate it. And someone says, well, where's the cow? And you say, well, would you expect the cow to stick around when there's no grass?
Nah.
Oh. Yeah, I totally believe that people who are speaking in a giant text prompt aren't my enemy. Oh, and now he's even less suspicious. He's wearing a cloak.
I'm trying to think how much you do talk about Undertale.
The Delta Knights.
Delta
I sing now of the Delta Knights. They live in Europe somewhere. That's a Mystery Science Theater 3000 reference. Oh, and Susie is denying the call. Which is, of course, part of the hero's journey, the denial of the call. But you have to reverse it at some point, and she doesn't show any signs of doing that. Ooh. Susie's coming in with the brutal put-downs. And bam. Welcome to the best character in this game.
What?
I love this guy. He just comes in on a... This isn't a motorcycle. It's actually a bicycle that he's set on fire. And he just slams that exposition character out of the way.
Is this Sans channeling Ghost Rider?
I would actually say this guy is more like the Papyrus of this game, but people have compared him to Sans because of his appearance.
Looking at him, he has skin.
Yeah. Imagine the body of Sans with the personality of Papyrus. Only if anything, he's even dumber than Papyrus, if that was possible. No, this is Lancer. He's... Oh. Punkaroos.
God.
Goodbye, losers.
Oh, smell ya.
I love Lancer. He's amazing.
He does make me think of the rival from Pokemon.
Yeah, we haven't seen the last of him, of course. Y'all haven't seen the last of little old me.
No.
Oh dear, and this was the masked figure. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Yeah, so this guy is actually like the Alphys of this game. And just like Alphys, he's insufferable and cloying. I say he, it could easily be a girl. Everyone in this game's androgynous. Yeah, so all of the saccharine nature that Undertale had is basically distilled into this one character in this game. Toby Fox really eased up on that in the actual plot, but this character still has all of it.
Oh well.
Really? That sounds amazing! So now that I know that we can run, I'm just gonna walk, because seriously, screw you also. Hey, it's Lancer again. Oh no, enemies. Well, this is truly a difficult set of opponents. Mm-hmm. Oh, look at this attack. There's no way to dodge it. Luckily, we don't have to. Lancer does not know how to put together a party.
Oh, I actually
Or a
like
meal,
Ralsei.
I love that line. And that's unusual somehow? Like, then they switch to attack. So Lancer wants a cut of our EXP. And the money. But we say no. He was on the other side. If anything, we ought to be taking his money. But I don't think he has any. So Lancer's done running away. But not in the cool sense, just the random sense.
Also, I sort of mentioned this before. I think Ralsei.
No question about that.
What the fuck?
That's fine. But I don't.
What?
Yeah, so super slow fanfare for joining the party. And then she just leaves. Yay! This is a win-win as far as I'm concerned. It's not Lancer. He doesn't even have a last name as far as I can tell. So Susie's going to work on getting over the fence without, getting hit in the stomach and killed. Yeah. Although we've seen from the Tomb Raider trailer that doesn't kill all video game characters. Sometimes you can just walk it off.
Well, yeah, she's like some kind of long-lost relative to Wolverine.
You can be a box if you want to. You can be a box if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. Actually, in this game, you can't leave your friends behind.
I mean, Metal Gear Solid fans might get it.
Yeah.
Which would be irritating if that wasn't the intention of the costume.
By the way, did you see the World of Light cutscene for Smash Bros. Ultimate when it came out recently?
I don't think so.
You know how Solid Snake is a Smash Bros. Character? Because that's the universe we live in. But in the part of the beginning where all the characters are being destroyed, Snake is just hiding out in his cardboard box on a cliffside where it doesn't blend in at all. And I'm wondering, is that really appropriate for Solid Snake? It seems kind of dumb. Like, he knows to use that box only where to blend in. But then someone on a YouTube comment said something amazing, which is, maybe that's like Snake's equivalent to the fetal position. Like, when he's just completely wigged out, that's how he copes, is by getting in the box. So this great board, it's kind of like a bridge that leads to the main castle. Oh. Bloody, bloody, gross and blood.
Punched out all my blood.
He punched out all my blood! So yeah, Lancer's basically imprinted on Susie at this point, like a baby chick. Yeah! It isn't the Lancer fan club. I also like how he doesn't even know if we're guys or girls. Honestly, with the exception of Susie, it's very difficult to tell. Oh. Oh no. Worst monster. Oh, but he got to the end of the row, and we all know what that means. If we've played checkers.
He's kinged.
King me, dog. Actually, he does look kind of like a dog. So I like how Lancer this whole time was wondering why we weren't scared. Hooray!
I like that it still calls you clowns, though.
Hooray, we saved his time. Oh. Ralsei, jeez, cool it. I mean, it's not like she's an active liability. She's never killed something. My axe!
At my axe.
So yeah, Susie basically has the anti-Toby Fox attitude to this game. Which is, these things are obviously trying to kill us. Why should we scruple at killing them? But here's Ralsei's big, big pacifist speech. We're heroes, we ought to act like it. Oh. It's okay, Susie.
Wait, what?
Great, she's decided to change... Oh. Oh dear. Well, that works. I mean, honestly, she was messing things up anyway, so I think she's less of a liability to us as a villain than as a hero.
I mean, she was kind of introduced as a villain, so it's not that much.
No. This isn't a very unpredictable face-heel turn. Yeah, monogram track jackets. That's evil. Lancer kind of talks like he's in high school, which is weird.
Okay, then.
Yeah, Ralsei, maybe you should just, keep your trap shut. Keep your almost invisible mouth closed. So, even though Susie's a little nastier, personally, than Lancer, she is not any less ineffectual than him. And they actually never managed to come up with an evil plan. They spent most of their time screwing around.
That's most villains in Toby Fox games, admittedly.
Yeah, that's true. I think, honestly, that's kind of a problem with his games. That he doesn't give you a sense that his villains are accomplishing anything. Or, planning. Asgore is probably the most threatening villain until you, meet him for real. Of all of the ones in the game, but he literally does nothing the whole game. When you first meet him, you haven't learned anything about him up to that point. Except that some people call him King Fluffy Buns. So, it just doesn't seem to mean anything, His villains don't feel like real villains. So it's less interesting when you convert them. But anyway, I'm not here to bash Undertale, that's what all my other videos are for. So they're having a snack. That's in a tree trunk, obviously. That's where you want to eat snacks.
Ew.
Lancer, don't use the word orifice.
Not in the context of food.
Yeah. So you can make Ralsei try this, but I take risks myself. I'm a leader. So, you eat the salsa. It is just salsa, but it doesn't heal any HP. It heals something. Toby Fox won't tell you what. And this one says the first symbol is a heart.
So, heart... Okay.
So yeah, it's heart, spade, a heart. Oh no, they're all different. Sorry, heart, spade, diamond. You do need all the clues. So we have to put in a diamond.
So
I'll figure this out eventually.
Diamond,
don't do that.
You put in a diamond, switch it, put in a spade, put in a diamond.
That's right.
Which you'll get. You'll get it.
Thank you. Your confidence is most helpful.
Past you.
Past self, what's wrong with you? There we go. It's breakthrough. It's like one of those apes in the cage who use the stick to reach the banana. It's just so wonderful to see. Although it could go much, much further. And I presume if this becomes a real game, that's what's going to happen. Yeah. So Lancer's... Yeah. Anyway, Lancer's pretending to be just a cute little boy, but he's wearing a mustache because, when you're in disguise, you wear a mustache. That reminds me of an old Stan Freberg joke where he was parodying Little Red Riding Hood, and someone said, "You don't look anything like my grandma, you forgot about the mustache." And the guy goes, "I don't even have a mustache." And he goes, "Yeah, but grandma does." Oh, so, Lancer's giving us a chance to create a machine to thrash our own ass.
Okay, then.
So yeah, we get to decide what this thing is going to look like. And I'll bet it'll be just as relevant and, it'll matter just as much as when we picked our character at the beginning of the game.
Clearly.
Oh, I also like how this has various attributes, this is a Pokemon popularity contest or something. Mm-hmm. And the last one is guns, with an apostrophe. That's not an adjective. This is just Toby Fox being deliberately silly.
In the possession of a gun.
Yeah, I guess so. This thing is definitely very guns, the way I've designed it. It's about the gunsest thing I've ever designed. No, but I wanted to make this thing look like an enemy from, Yoshi's Island, because I realized that I could start making it look like this, and that's what I ended up doing. It looks like a goon.
Yeah.
It also looks a little like a goon in the something awful sense, but you know. And now Susie's like, you just let Lancer go off alone? What if something bad happens to him? Even though all the bad guys basically work for him, so what could happen?
Yeah. I like that she's going, like, kind of tsundere for him.
Exactly. That's the funny thing, is that because he appreciates her meanness, she's, like, starting to like him.
It's not like I like you or anything.
Baka. No, the relationship between Susie and Lancer is my favorite part of this game, and this demo, I should say, and it actually is used fairly well. You might argue that it's actually the center of the story. Certainly Chris isn't, since Chris has no personality at all. And Ralsei doesn't really undergo character growth. Oh, jeez. That's like the lol face version of the thing we designed.
Yes.
You mad, bro? Oh my gosh, it exploded itself. So I try to pacify him. Obviously that's not going to work yet, but... The decisive kindness.
Susie blocked his head with.
That's right. So Susie's going to cover Lancer's ears. So that we can't convince Lancer.
Ew.
Which is a pretty... I think that's Lancer's head getting squished slightly.
Oh. She's wrapping up her thesis.
Yep. We're going to need to get Susie out of the picture if Lancer's going to listen to us. But how can we do that, I wonder? Let's see here. Is there an act thing we can do? Oh, remember what singing did earlier when we did it on the enemies?
Oh, yeah.
It put Susie to sleep, too.
Ironically, if she covered her own ears.
That's right. She was too busy covering his.
Well, she isn't.
So now we can convince Lancer because Susie's not there to block himself. Ralsei does it really quickly, because like, what if Susie wakes up?
In the, like... and manages to break the sound barrier getting over there.
Yeah, I think that's the idea. Oh, no, Lancer's gone soft. He can't hurt us anymore. Battle over. And she's sick of being our enemy, so she can be our friend again. That's how true friendship works. So Lancer's sad because he's going to be all alone, but there's an easy way around that, which is, why doesn't he join us too? That's the deal breaker. Monogram track jackets. Gotta have that. Varsity Club.
Wait, what the hell?
So that's Lancer's real face. when Deltarune first came out, there were like a million videos saying, Lancer real face reaction. And it kind of justifies the hype because his real face is weird. So, Lancer's going to use a special power to help Susie get up there. There goes. Bend over. That's his real name, is Bendover. So, I like how he calls it stool form, F-O-R-M-E, which I think is a sly reference to Pokemon, where, like, Shaman and others will have a blank form that's spelled that way. Which is about the most pretentious thing Pokemon has ever done. So if Toby Fox is making fun of them for that, well done, sir.
Yeah.
Come on, Lancer. Dang it. Oh. He sold us out.
Flowey?
That's my best Flowey laugh. I know it's not very good. No, in fact, if you just waste enough time, I believe, or maybe talk to Ralsei twice, Susie will show up. Wow, she finally used persuasion to get what she wants. Yeah, that's believable. Yeah, Susie, solve the puzzle. Susie. Yeah, I don't know about that, Susie. Doesn't it seem like Lancer was kind of participating in this?
Yeah.
I mean, he certainly didn't help earlier. We've been betrayed. It's just like the scene with Lando Calrissian in Star Wars Empire Strikes Back.
Except without Darth Vader.
Which makes it much worse.
And I guess she's Chewbacca in this case.
That would be right, yeah. How could you, Lancer? I mean, I know I'm a member of your fan club, but I can't tolerate this. Yeah, you were supposed to be a team. Team Dark Lancer fan club. Oh. I actually feel kind of bad for Susie.
Yeah, that's...
First time I ever said that.
Oh, God.
This deteriorated quickly.
Susie doesn't seem like the type to take rejection well.
Not at all. That was another thing that made me think Susie was a horse. That sounded very much like a horse laugh. And I don't mean that as a pun. I mean, it sounded like some kind of large mammal.
Yeah.
Not a snake. To my knowledge, snakes don't laugh at all, although that could just be my ignorance showing. So, Susie's just gonna kill Lancer now. We don't have a choice in that matter. Although we do have one choice, which I'm gonna do right now. You control the heart in this, so I'm actually trying to kill Susie. See, I never really felt that much sympathy for Susie, and I do like Lancer a lot, so I figured, what happens if you kill Susie here? It's interesting, you know?
Sure.
Toby Fox has never given you the opportunity to kill your own character before. I mean, not and have it mean anything.
Killing yourself is the only pacifist option.
Well, killing Susie, certainly. No, but Lancer has a surprising amount of health. Oh, and here's something interesting. You know how every time Susie gets a choice thing, she says your choices don't matter? Well, this is another case of that. Lancer is so cowed and so beaten up at this point that he can't even bring himself to hit Susie. So when you go towards these projectiles, they will actually dodge away from you.
Oh god, so this is like tutorial in reverse.
Yeah, I'd say that's a good way to put it. Basically, they're forcing you to watch Lancer get killed.
It actually does remind me of the Toriel fight because she will deliberately start missing you.
Right. Isn't it debatable whether it's... Oh, no. If you, wait for long enough. I was going to say, isn't it debatable whether she's just too tired to hit you? But I don't know. So, this is Lancer's idea, is that at least we could be safe if we stay in jail. Whereas if we fight his dad, we'll probably both die. And Lancer doesn't want that, in either case. So Susie makes a rather unusual promise. She promises to do the exact opposite of what she's been doing this whole time. Including what she did to Lancer just now. She said, we'll talk it out. Totally. I love Susie's face here. It's kind of hard to tell whether she's being totally on the above board here. Because there's that grin. It's kind of vaguely like, I am fooling you right now.
Like you can't quite tell if she's...
sincere?
Well, that's the thing. That's kind of the thing is she's seeing if Lancer will trust her, too, I think. I mean, that's just my interpretation.
Well, I guess we'll work it out when we get there. It worked for the protagonist of Undertale. So, of course, I decide to go right back down again. Because I'm a jerk. And it's instant. That whole thing about the long elevator ride was just screwing around. Unless he's, deliberately compressing time, knowing that you wouldn't be interested again, then it's possible.
I think it's still... I think it's an intentionally long elevator ride to let you talk it out.
This seems like an interesting guy. I like his theme music. I want to play a game. Yeah. You remember that anecdote about how, someone visited Thoreau in prison and said, "What are you doing in there?" And he said, "What are you doing out there?" That's what this guy is like.
Actually.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so yeah, this guy's saying that he's the only free one. The prison is around everybody else, man. This is actually an optional side quest. It's related to the door that we didn't go through. We are not going to do it in this playthrough, because this is just a simple, non-100% run. But this leads eventually to an optional boss fight that can be rather interesting. Again, though, free game. If you want to do it, it's up to you.
Fair enough.
This guy again. Because I didn't get enough of him on the last 2 floors.
Yeah.
So I'm going to sell my weapons here, since I'm not fighting. There's no point in keeping my weapons. So he's selling us weapons so he can get money to buy weapons to use against us. Does seem a little bit odd. I can think of more productive uses of weapons.
Seems like he could just cut out the middleman.
Exactly. Literally. Like with an axe.
Or even if his current weapons were somehow not ideal,
yeah,
he could just trade them directly.
That's right. And certainly not sell them to people who want to kick his ass.
Mm-hmm.
I did not cheateth it. You taketh that back, Ed. Not this guy again. We already fought this guy. Come on, Toby Fox. This is corner cutting. Maybe the king was mad. And when you think about it, I mean, what did he want his son to do, and then his son definitely did not do? So yeah, I think he's mad.
Not exactly.
Oh wait, he didn't know. My mistake, I was wrong. Oh, Lancer. You're entirely too trusting. Ew.
Ew!
So yeah, he quotes exactly what Lancer said when we first met him, which is, I'm the bad guy. Only unlike Lancer, he means it. This guy is really bad.
And that thing coming out of his chest is gross.
Not cool. I don't like his spade-shaped umbilicus.
Yeah, it actually does look more like an umbilical cord than what I initially thought, but it's still revolting.
Well, Toby Fox was nice enough to place it a little higher than he might otherwise have done.
Yeah.
So thank you for that, Toby Fox. Or Temmie, whoever drew this one. Oh, something's changed. I knew it! I knew it would work if I just tired him out. It's worked against everyone else so far. I also like how his cape just flies away like a little butterfly. Those were the days. Come on, Susie. He's clearly defeated. Let's just give him a big ol' hug. I mean, I don't want to, but I will.
Yes.
Friends. That was a good show. Oh, shoot, he's dying. Maybe we went a little too far.
Something's gonna happen.
Oh, go Ralsei. Good for Ralsei. Bad for Ralsei. Stupid decision.
Aw.
Friendship moment. Not that it means anything. Ooh. Wow. Maybe while he's busy beating us up, the other two can escape. I mean, that would be a bittersweet ending. But it's something. And it's pretty much all we can hope for now. Oh, don't mock me, dude. Don't patronize me.
Yep.
Oh. Duh. Oh, no?
I'm not gonna kill you.
I'm just gonna bash your brains.
Oh.
Here's Susie. Oh. Oh. You were right. Lancer came back. With literally everybody.
The power of friendship.
So I like this. This is a little different from the way Undertale ended. And I think it's for the best. Yeah. It shows you that what you did actually meant something. Unlike what Susie said at the beginning.
It is the world's, like, cutest, nicest coup d'etat.
Yeah. Right. So, Lancer never found out our name at all. We just realized this. Not bad. Only dads will go to prison. I mean, that's probably going to do something terrible to their population in about 30 years, but whatever.
Possibly. Well,
who will want to become a dad?
Only if... He said that only fathers could be imprisoned. He didn't say that all fathers would be imprisoned.
I see. By the way, I love that little line. Did you see it? Where it said, it grew to respect you because you spared it? Or actually, it shrunk to respect you?
Oh.
Haha.
Her.
Let's talk to Ralsei, you know. Oh, what's happening? Yeah, don't talk into your hat. What the... Baby Toriel? What is this?
Really?
God, characters have the weirdest real faces in this game. Lancer, Ralsei, not Susie, but man. I like how Ralsei's head without the hat appears to be bigger than the entire head with the hat was before. Also, no sign of those horns when Ralsei was wearing the hat.
Though, considering Ralsei's powers being related to Toriel actually makes perfect sense.
There's something magical about goat people. I don't know what it is. By the way, did you realize that Ralsei is an anagram of Asriel?
God damn it.
I didn't realize that until literally 5 seconds ago, and now I hate myself for it.
Yep. Yeah, me too.
Everything is related. This is a Toby Fox game. There's nothing original. Anyway, so now our heart starts glowing. And leaves our body. Don't know why. Heart! No, not that. This is more like Captain Planet.
Yeah, true.
In fact, it's a lot like Captain Planet. No, I'm kidding. It's not that bad.
By their powers combined... Captain Planet was a little bit preachy.
Understatement of the year.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So we were just fooling around in this classroom the whole time with the lights off.
What?
This is kind of like that section with the Mani Mani statue in Earthbound.
I kind of agree with her first statement. Just what?
What? I like... Toby Fox does this sometimes where he'll have people say what and it's just a period. It's not a question. It's just what. So, this is why we had all this stuff. There was a chessboard in there. The forest was this carpet. And, there were the chess pawns. There were the card suit people. It was all just this classroom full of toys. So, it's missing most of the good keys. Yeah. That didn't work.
Every key not needed to play chopsticks.
Actually, Chopsticks uses up a surprising amount of keys.
Oh, yeah, I guess it does. It just,
You need everything except the black keys.
The reason Chopsticks is easy is because the pattern is so predictable.
Yep. By the way, speaking of things that are completely unchanged from Undertale, this is Sans. Like, literally, not an XP, it's Sans. Yeah, sure, we'll come over.
Speaking of Sans and Papyrus...
Yeah.
I'm also hoping I didn't already say this on the...
In our Undertale Let's Play?
No, in previous episodes. I knew that Sans and Papyrus were named after fonts.
Yeah.
It took me a depressingly long time to realize that those were the fonts they were speaking in.
Yeah. It's a little easier with Papyrus. Papyrus is a very notably strange font.
Yeah.
Whereas Comic Sans, people use Comic Sans for lots of things. Let's just go to bed. It's been a long day. We need some sleep.
Yeah, that it has.
Whew. Apparently we're not sleeping very well. Whoa. I think I did that once when I was a kid. I was kind of a restless sleeper. I don't remember turning into a zombie after I did it, though.
Yeah, I'm not even sure somnambulists look like that.
They tend to walk a bit quicker, I believe. What? Kalima!
The fuck?
Wow. So,
Thanks, Undertale.
I don't remember doing that either. Deltarune, Greg, Deltarune. This is completely different. So yeah, we just locked our heart up in a cage. What are we, possessed by the spirit of Susie from 5 hours ago? This is like the world's biggest cliffhanger, and I think it's deliberately so.
Yep.
No idea what's going to happen. That didn't lead anywhere. It was a twist that had no setup. So we'll just have to wait 15 years for Deltarune to come out.